At a subscriber's request, we're kicking off a player career in EA FC 24 featuring Marvin Ducksch. We've set him at 23 years young, aiming to crown Werder Bremen as Germany's champions within 5 seasons, during Ducksch's prime. We're upping the challenge by playing on the hardest difficulty and using the pro camera angle. Let's dive into Season 1. It was a disappointing start to the season, with no goals and no wins. Ducksch and Werder Bremen were getting to know each other. After a brief loss of his starting spot, Ducksch made a strong comeback, scoring his first and immediately his second goal during a substitute appearance against Heidenheim. He then again spent some time on the bench, struggling to score and contributing to the team's poor results. 7 games in, we were 15th with just 5 points. Ducksch reclaimed his starting position against Wolfsburg, scoring right away. He nearly secured a win with a header against Frankfurt, but Trapp made a spectacular save. Halfway through the season, Werder Bremen is at the bottom of the standings, and Ducksch has netted 9 goals. Ducksch then made his debut with the German national team against Scotland. Werder Bremen is on the mend, putting together a nice streak of games as we face Köln in a critical relegation battle. Coming off the bench, Marvin Ducksch shoots Werder Bremen into the lead. Thanks to a huge mistake by their goalkeeper, we go up 2-0 and secure the win. This victory sparks a good run, propelling us to the 14th spot in the standings. Next, we face an important match against Darmstadt in the fight to avoid relegation. Scoring 2 goals, Marvin Ducksch plays a decisive role in the game. With 10 matches left in the season, we're starting to find the right path with Marvin Ducksch leading the charge. We've made it to the semi-finals of the German Cup, facing off against Leipzig. Falling behind 1-0 from a free kick, Werder Bremen rallies back. Marvin Ducksch ties the game 1-1, finishing off a fantastic team goal. Not stopping there, Ducksch also provides the assist for the go-ahead goal, making it 2-1. With this victory, we defeat Leipzig and secure our spot in the final, where we'll go head-to-head with Bayern. With 5 games remaining, we're becoming confident of staying in the Bundesliga. Then entering the last game of the season, Marvin Ducksch has scored 17 times and provided 7 assists. The final match against Bochum serves as a farewell to a tough first season. Ducksch nearly scores with a bicycle kick, a big miss at 0-0, but he does provide the assist for the 1-0 goal. The season wraps up with Ducksch scoring in the final minutes, securing a 2-0 victory over Bochum. After a challenging start to the season, where we found ourselves at the bottom, Werder Bremen finishes in an impressive 10th place. Then there's only the cup final against Bayern Munich left. Marvin Ducksch and Werder Bremen struggled to find clear chances in the first half, always falling short of a good shot. Just before halftime, Bayern nearly scores after Leroy Sané breaks through on the right side, but Kane's attempt is blocked. Shortly after the break, Coman dribbles past the keeper, making it 1-0 for Bayern. Around the 70th minute, we have a tremendous opportunity, but Neuer makes an incredible save. Following the corner, we miss another big chance. Sane breaks through again, and this time Kane finds the net, making it 2-0. Our missed opportunities come back to haunt us, contributing significantly to the loss. So, we finished the first season in mid-table, still far from the German league title. However, we did reach the cup final and ended the season strongly, ending up 4th on the top scorers list with 16 goals and improving to an 80 overall rating. This promises good things for Season 2. Despite earlier call-ups this season, Marvin Ducksch unfortunately doesn't get selected for the German national team, meaning no Euro 2024 for Ducksch. For Season 2, on paper, Werder Bremen's team looks stronger, with a higher average overall rating. This should enable us to perform better than in Season 1. However, the squad clearly lacks players of the caliber found at the top clubs, so we don't expect to contend for the title in Season 2. We open the season against Freiburg, making an immediate impact with an assist for Njinma's winning goal. Surprisingly, we start the season with a win. In the second game of the season, we secure another 1-0 victory thanks to a brilliant assist. In the third match, Marvin Ducksch scores his first of the season. Unfortunately, we lose to RB Leipzig. Ducksch is called up again for the German national team for 2 friendly matches. Starting against Denmark, Ducksch scores his first goal for Germany just before halftime, marking the only goal of the match. In the second international game against France, despite a brilliant move, Ducksch fails to score. Substituting in against Augsburg at a 0-0 scoreline, Ducksch brilliantly opens the scoring with a smart feint and cool finish. Although nearly scoring a second, the first goal proves to be the winner. In the following weeks, Werder Bremen loses twice, seeking form against FC Köln. Despite scoring, the performance is disappointing, leading to a 1-4 defeat. After 8 games, standing 10th is a significant improvement from last season, yet not where we aim to be. Away against Mainz, we aim to correct our course. Mainz, with only 5 points, seems a manageable opponent. However, the first half is spent primarily in defense, fortunate to keep a 0-0 scoreline. The situation doesn't improve after the break, with Mainz scoring after 65 minutes. Ultimately, we lose 2-0, continuing a downward spiral. Our performance remains inconsistent, suffering heavy defeats against teams above us but managing to win against those below. Then comes the match against the reigning champions, Bayer Leverkusen. 15 minutes in, we launch a beautiful attack, with Marvin Ducksch propelling Bremen into the lead. Ten minutes later, we break from Leverkusen's pressure, and Ducksch beats Mats Hummels in a direct sprint, finishing coolly to make it 2-0 within half an hour. At 37 minutes, we slice through the defense again, and Ducksch is on the verge of an early hat trick, but a fantastic save from the keeper denies him. However, before halftime, Ducksch, channeling Cristiano Ronaldo for the day, brilliantly nets his third. This marks Ducksch and Werder Bremen's best performance since starting this Marvin Ducksch player career. In the second half, despite numerous chances, Castile stops everything for Leverkusen. Nonetheless, a 3-0 victory is an excellent result. With this hat trick, Ducksch now has 8 goals in 15 Bundesliga matches. After winning 2 consecutive games, Werder Bremen is 9th after 15 games, just 6 points shy of European football, which is now the absolute goal. Our next opponent, occupying the last spot for European qualification, is VfB Stuttgart. A massive defensive error gives Stuttgart a chance to take the lead, but they hit the bar. On the counter, we transition across the field with Bremen. We send our fellow striker deep and follow suit. Getting the ball back with space, a spectacular save from the keeper stops us. But from the ensuing corner, we find our teammate Stage open, who blasts Bremen into the lead, 1-0. Heading into halftime with a beautiful lead, it unfortunately doesn't last long. Shortly after the break, Stiller scores the equalizer. Then, Silas dribbles through the defense, leaving our keeper exposed at the far post, making it 2-1 Stuttgart. We have one last chance to equalize, but our through pass fails to reach our teammate, resulting in a painful defeat against a major rival. We've earned our third playstyle slot and have chosen to set it as rapid. This selection is made with the anticipation that Marvin Ducksch could occasionally use a bit more speed in sprint duels with the ball at his feet. I expect this adjustment will yield good results. As we approach the halfway point of Season 2, we find ourselves still hovering around the 10th place. We're set to host St. Pauli at home, who are currently on 11 points, making this, on paper, an easier match right after the winter break. We start off brilliantly. Just 5 minutes in, we earn a free kick, which we take quickly. After a few passes, we find Marvin Ducksch being sent into the penalty area, where he finishes coolly. Shortly after, Ducksch recovers the ball, and we're on the move again. Following a brief detour, Njinma finds the back of the net, making it 2-0 with only 10 minutes gone. However, St. Pauli manages to pull one back 20 minutes in from a corner, narrowing it down to 2-1. Njinma has a few more good chances before the break, but the goalkeeper stands firm, blocking every attempt. Goalkeeper Vasily proves to be a formidable obstacle, keeping out a barrage of shots from our side. Then St. Pauli nearly scores the equalizer from a corner. On the counter, we launch a spectacular multi-pass attack, culminating in a quick 1-2 with a teammate, putting us face-to-face with Vasilj once again. This time, he stands no chance, and we seal the game 3-1 in the 85th minute. Against rival Augsburg, we struggled to get past goalkeeper Dimitrovic until the 90th minute, when the ball landed perfectly for Ferguson, causing the stadium to erupt with joy. The following month, February, turns out to be incredibly strong for us. Despite being knocked out of the cup and losing to Freiburg, we secure 3 wins, including victories over direct rivals Köln and Union Berlin, showcasing fantastic matches filled with spectacular highlights. By the end of February, we find ourselves in a strong 6th place, holding our destiny for European football in our own hands. With Ducksch, we're fourth on the top scorers list with 12 goals in 22 matches. After being named Player of the Month for January, Ducksch is once again nominated for February. A tough match against Stuttgart follows, but we managed to clinch a draw at the last minute. Then comes the home game against Leverkusen, approached with high expectations. It evolves into a titanic struggle, with both goalkeepers keeping the score at 0 for a long time. Finally, in the 87th minute, we break through with Bremen, and after being cleverly played free, Ducksch lightly taps the ball to Jens Stage, who fires in the winning goal. We end March undefeated, with Ducksch earning Player of the Month once again. After a deeply disappointing match against Wolfsburg, where Marvin scores twice only for a 2-0 lead to be relinquished following his substitution, we move on to a crucial game against the Bundesliga leaders, Dortmund. Previously, Dortmund had significantly outplayed us. The match starts off challenging, with missed opportunities on our part, and then Brandt puts Dortmund ahead. In the second half, we managed to penetrate their defense, and Marvin scores the equalizer. However, at the 81st minute, due to a defensive error, Griezmann breaks towards our keeper, but fortunately, his attempt is a huge miss. The match ends in a 1-1 draw, which is considered a decent outcome. With only 5 matches left in the Bundesliga season, we face Frankfurt next. We're currently 6th, 2 points ahead of Frankfurt. Winning this match would significantly increase our chances of securing European football for Season 3. Meanwhile, Marvin boasts an impressive season with an overall rating of 83, having scored 18 goals and provided 15 assists in the Bundesliga. We hope to conclude the last 5 matches of the season on a strong note, marking a memorable end to a fantastic season. The crucial match for 6th place against Frankfurt turns out to be a rather uneventful game, primarily dominated by midfield play. However, after 23 minutes, we managed to break the deadlock with Ducksch scoring his 19th goal of the season. The match seems to be heading towards a conclusion when Frankfurt receives a red card in the 50th minute. Yet, in the last minute, Frankfurt gets a massive opportunity to equalize. But our goalkeeper stands tall, ensuring we secure the vital 3 points against our direct competitor. Additionally, Stuttgart drops points, allowing us to move into 5th place, level on points with 4th. However, next up in matchday 31 is 2nd-placed Bayern. We hit our stride with Bremen, and after half an hour, Marvin blasts in a 2-0 lead. Bayern Munich is shell-shocked and fails to respond. In the 84th minute, Njinma seals the deal with his 2nd goal of the game. Following the victory against Bayern, we face what could be seen as a final showdown for the 4th place against RB Leipzig. The match begins poorly for us. Leipzig takes the lead after 20 minutes with a well-executed attack. By the half-hour mark, it's 2-0. Leipzig appears to be too strong for us, making it a lost match. All the magic we had against Bayern is absent today. Nothing works, and the 4th place seems out of reach. The penultimate match of the season against St. Pauli ends in an easy 3-0 victory. We score twice and provide yet another assist to Njinma. Going into the last game of the season, we still have a chance to finish 4th, but that would require us to win and for Leipzig to drop points. The final match takes us to Hoffenheim, marking the last 90 minutes of a wonderful season with Werder Bremen and Marvin Ducksch. Unfortunately, we start poorly and find ourselves down by a goal within the first 5 minutes. The first half offers only a few minor chances, and we fail to equalize. An hour in, we go 2-0 down, and the match seems lost. However, in the 85th minute, the ball falls kindly for us a few times, and Ducksch smashes in a consolation goal. Despite this late effort, it's not enough, and we sadly conclude with a 2-1 defeat at Hoffenheim. Yet Season 2 ends marvelously. We secure 5th place and will play in the Europa League in Season 3. We finish 2nd in the top scorers list with 23 goals, just 1 behind Harry Kane. Teammate Njinma also makes an impressive appearance on the list, securing the 5th spot with 16 goals. Furthermore, we top the assists chart alongside Harry Kane with 17 assists. But the crowning achievement belongs to Marvin Ducksch himself, winning Player of the Year, a testament to an incredible season with Werder Bremen. That wraps up the first 2 seasons with Marvin Ducksch. If you're excited for the continuation with Ducksch and to see how we fare next season in the Europa League, be sure to leave a like. With Marvin better than ever, we're aiming for a real shot at the Bundesliga title in Season 3. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.